Welcome back to another episode of Drink Tales. And today, what are we doing? It's hot. It's June. And we have nothing to do. So we're going to mess around in the lab, as it were, quote unquote. And I was just thinking to myself, Long Island iced teas are cool. I like them. Many people like them. But what would happen if I did this and that and the other? So what we're doing on this experimental episode today is we're gonna make a Long Island iced tea, but differently. It may not even be a Long Island iced tea afterwards, but it's gonna start off like a Long Island iced tea, or at the very least have some of the core ingredients of a Long Island iced tea. Alright. And see how that goes. Maybe we mess it up, maybe it's the best thing ever, but you guys will make the call, or rather we'll make the call after you taste it, and then, you guys can try it on your own. So, let's do it. So first we're going to use lime juice, which is a deviation from the lemon juice that usually goes in there. You're building this in glass. That's how Long Islands are always built. You probably would know that if you paid attention at the bar whenever you went to these places.
I want drink, give me drink. That's all I care about when I go to the bar.
Okay. You are anything if not consistent.
Give me drink.
Then we're gonna go back into familiar territory with your 3/4 ounce or full ounces, depending on how dangerous you want to live. But your 3/4 ounce of liquor, which would include vodka.
And I see you're using 42 below. Nice standard liquor, or vodka, should I say? Nice standard vodka. Doesn't have that taste that other vodkas have. That balloon taste. Pardon.
Next up, we are going to do some rum.
Bacardi, I see, another Old Faithful.
Tequila.
Using Corazon. That's become a favorite of ours around here lately. You're using light tequila in this, I see.
And gin.
And you're using Tanqueray London Dry. Tanqueray, also a Old Faithful and favorite. You can never go wrong with Tanqueray, in my opinion.
Exactly. Now, when you're at the bar, or depending on whatever bar you're at, like they'll have all the bottles with the pours on them,
The spouts.
Yeah, and they'll just dump them in there like that, because if you're a seasoned bartender, you know what you're doing with that. Okay, time for deviation again. We're going to do, for a simple syrup, I'm going to use that honey syrup that I used previously in a previous episode. Can't remember the name of the episode right now, but if you guys been watching our show, you guys will know. So, go and find that.
This is honey simple syrup?
Honey syrup with the orange blossom flower water in it. So we're going to do 3/4 of that. Continuing with our deviation, it's also called for triple sec, but we're not using triple sec today. We are going to go with Luxador, the Maraschino Liqueur. And so here's the thing. You also put equal parts of the triple sec in your drink, but my fear is the Luxador, with it being as sweet as it is, will overpower everything. So I'm thinking I go, instead of 3/4, half an ounce.
Okay.
And see where that takes us. Let's see, I got all of my ingredients. Okay, and then we're gonna top it off with Coke, and we're using vanilla Coke this time around. And then we give it a stir. And basically my general plan, as it were, is I want to do like a cherry vanilla type flavor with a hint of lime, or with a lime flavoring to it as well. So there you go. All right, let's see what we got.
I can definitely taste the Luxor and the lime. This is good. I just wouldn't know what to name it.
First and foremost, it hit you like up in here. I'm gonna tell you something else that I noticed too with this that I tasted. Did you get a faint pineapple-y taste that hit you up in here? You didn't?
I didn't get that.
It's very subtle, but it's there. It's not exactly 100% pineapple, but it's a result of mixing the lime and the vanilla Coke.
Okay. I didn't get that, or maybe I just didn't notice it.
But you taste the lime and the vanilla, right? And the cherry.
Wow. Usually I know what to name these things. I don't know what to name this.
I don't know either. It's some type of iced tea.
I don't know if I would even call it an iced tea at this juncture.
I mean, it has the base of a Long Island iced tea. Let's put it like that, because it has all of the it has the main spirits that you start with. It has a Coke. It has a syrup. It has a citrus, and it has a what do you call it? Well, it doesn't have it doesn't have triple sec, I should say, but I feel like the Maraschino Liqueur makes up for that. I think it's an interesting variation. I don't know if it would be exactly Long Island, but I do think it's an interesting variation. I will say this though: the orange, the syrup, the honey syrup, kind of gets lost in there.
Yeah.
It may be providing a flavor that I am attributing to another ingredient in here, but like I'm not directly tasting it, and that may be for the better, because you don't want to overwhelm the other flavors in here. Since you can't name it, at the very least, grade this, give this experiment a grade.
9 out of 10. It was good. 9 out of 10. I recommend, we'll put the recipe for this below. I recommend that, if you're bored and you have all the ingredients, try this out. It was actually pretty delicious. So we'll put the recipe below, even the recipe for how to make that simple syrup as well, so that you guys can go purely based off of how we did it. And maybe you guys should name this drink So that's what we're gonna do. You guys name this drink. Hit us up on Instagram or even Twitter for that matter, and you tell us what you would name that drink.
And if you have any other alternatives or, different ingredients that you would like to add for your very own version of this type of drink, put them in the description.
Yeah, definitely let us know.
Let's start a conversation about this, because I think the Long Island iced tea in and of itself gets that reputation of that party drink that you're only drinking to get you liquored up.
Alright, well that'll do it for today's episode of Drink Tales. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you'll be informed on every new episode that we come out with. Of course, we're doing every Wednesday and every Saturday for new episodes. Be sure to check us out on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, and until next time, peace.